Welcome to Ngosti Talk Shows. Lead from within.
Find your own voice.
Challenges we have had to overcome in 2020.
Find your own voice.
The world has become united by the unseen, knowing there are no guarantees for tomorrow.
Lead from within.
Find your own voice.
Let the world hear your voice and be filled within.
For the day has come for you to be a great leader.
The time has come to break away from the pain, distraction, experience the unthinkable.
Welcome to Ngosti Talk Shows. Find your own voice. Lead from within. So today I am going to be talking about how to get out of your comfort zone to finally accomplish your goals and reach your new heights. And I'm on my own again today, so I'm looking forward to tomorrow when I have Carol Ann and Amanda. We all have dreams in life. Dreams we want to accomplish. It's our dreams that sustains us as we slowly trudge through our day-to-day lives. We look towards the future so we don't feel so bad about the present. We see our lives as having upward trajectory. We are not going to stay at the bottom forever. Who wants to stay at the bottom forever? Do you want to stay at the bottom forever? I don't. But we all know what the truth is. The vast majority of people are going to remain at the bottom, far removed from what they have envisioned their lives to be. Are you going to be one of those people? For most of us, success is nothing but a word. It means nothing. How did this happen? And we all supposed to want to achieve our dreams. The truth is, we all want to succeed. No one wants to stay at the bottom, but not everyone is willing to take action. Success is earned, not given to you. It's not going to be handed over to you on a silver plate. You don't get to sit back, do nothing, and then you expect to receive success and get rewarded with your dreams. Life, it doesn't work like that. Success, it doesn't work like that. If you want to be successful, you are going to have to work hard for it. And by hard, I mean really, really hard. You will toil for your dreams for years. It won't be a walk in the park. You will take risk and challenges. You will face failure head on, not once, not twice, but plenty of times. Dreaming is not for cowards. It's not for those who can't even find the courage to leave their comfort zone behind. It's not for people who ain't brave enough to take the first step out the door. It's not for people who don't know the meaning of the word sacrifice. Do you know the meaning of sacrifice? Do you know what it means to sacrifice something for something greater? But you are not one of them. You are listening to this because you want to change your life for the better. You are tired of living mediocre fire life. And you are finally taking change towards your goals. So when you are listening to this video, you can guide yourself to where you need to go. And I guarantee you, if you don't give up, you will be ready to get out of your comfort zone. Dennis Waitley said, a dream is your creative vision for your life in the future. You must break out of your comfort zone and become comfortable with the unfamiliar and the unknown. Are you ready? Are you somebody who is ready to get out of their unfamiliar and their comfort zone? We all get comfortable in life. We all like living and doing things in comfort. In these days age of instant gratification, we can easily get the things we want. For instance, with just a push button or mobile phone or click on your computer mouse, you can have food. You can order anything, groceries delivered to your house, to your own home. There is no need for you to stand in a line all hot and sweaty. So you can choose how you want to live your life. Thanks to the internet, you can get practically anything you like delivered straight to your doorstep. So are you that somebody who is living in a comfortable bubble? So what does it mean to live in a comfortable bubble? When we get too comfortable, we tend to live in our own little bubbles. At first, we may feel happy, satisfied, safe in our little safe zone. We are able to do things that don't stress us. That does not make us anxious. Eventually, however, we become bored, uninspired. We become unhappy. Our dreams get relegated to a back burner. But many people still don't want to rock the boat even though they are unhappy. Does this sound like you? You want to leave things the way they are. You've gotten too used to the more mere thought of leaving it to God. Do something uncomfortable, leaves you in an old cold sweat. What does it mean? What does it mean? It means you've changed. It's not for the better either. Where your dreams once consumed you, you've now turned into a skeletal mouse, always afraid of your small blocks of cheese is going to get stolen right from under your nose. The comfort zone do change. Would you like to go and chase your dreams? Would you like to go chase your dreams? Are you somebody who would like to go and chase their dreams, but you are afraid that if you don't leave your comfort zone, you won't be able to find your way back? You think it's going to disappear, but it's not true. You know why? Because our comfort zone don't remain constant forever. As we grow older, have more life, experience the comfort zone grows with us. Think of it as this way. But you have inside your comfort zone now you used to be outside of it at one point. Look at your home. For most of us, our home are at the center of our comfort zone. It's where we go home to sleep. It's where we go home to eat, relax, have fun with the family, all that stuff. But you always lived in the same home. Did you always have the same people living your home? I'm willing to bet your answer is going to be a big no. So before you move into your present home, you were living somewhere. And that somewhere else was also part of your comfort zone. When you decided to move from your old home to your new home, you probably felt scared, excited too, but mostly scared. You were leaving your old comfort zone behind. However, after a few days, few weeks, few months of leaving your home, you realize it because your new comfort zone, you no longer felt scared. Your new home is no longer the unknown. You finally settled in. You're finally comfortable. See, that wasn't so bad, was it? There is nothing wrong being comfortable. After all, everyone seeks it, no matter what their status is in life. When comfortable becomes a problem, when comfortable suddenly interferes with your dreams and your goals in life, it becomes a problem. When you get to a point where you let your comfortable take precedence of our dreams, then it's a problem. Your comfort zone has become a problem. Now the thing is, problem ain't meant to fester. They are meant to be solved and remedied. When your comfort zone is stand out between you and your dreams, you need to make the right choice if you want to succeed in life. So what would that be? Your comfort zone is killing, if your comfort zone is killing your dreams. Neil Donald Walsh says, life begins at the end of your comfort zone. What is your biggest dream in life? How long have you had this dream? What have you done to accomplish that dream? Do you feel like you are getting closer to achieve your dream? If you've been stuck in your comfort zone for a long time, then you may find the questions hard and very painful to answer. You will probably remember how at a point in your life you were so full of dreams. How you were going to become a big superstar, a successful engineer, a famous scientist, in whatever you wanted to become when you grew up. But you look around when you look around where you are now, do you like what you see? Is it what you've envisioned for a long time ago? Maybe not. Only you know the answer. Breathe new life into your dreams. Are you ready to breathe a new life into your dreams? Do you know why many successful people say your comfort zone is where your dreams go to die? We all, because we've been in your shoe before. Once upon a time, they too were languished in their comfort zone, but they had a dream. Their dreams looked them far away from their comfort zone. If they didn't realize their comfort zone, they would still be where they were years ago, doing the same thing over and over. But no, they didn't settle for that kind of life. Their dreams were more important than their comfort zone. Life through challenges and obstacles hit them. But they kept on. They kept fighting for their dreams. Sure, they made mistakes in life and they failed countless times, but it did not deter them from their goals. Their eyes were set on the prize, far into the future. They knew what they had to do. They knew that if they settle in their comfort zone, they will never amount to anything. They will never achieve their dreams. What is your true potential? Each of us has the true potential to do great things in life. But if you remain trapped in your comfort zone, then you will never going to know your true potential. Imagine a bird in a small cage. The bird knows it can fly, but for as long as it's caged, it will never know just how high it can fly. This bird is you. You are trapped within your cage. It's just disguised in your comfort zone. The good news is that unlike cage birds, you can actually choose to leave your comfort zone. You are just not willing to do that. If you want to uncover your true potential, then you will need to unlock your cage. That's the first thing you need to do. You need to learn new things in life. When your cage wide open, with your cage wide open, you can now feel breeze on your face. You can now taste the freedom. You can now go after your dreams. But dreams can be difficult. 1 minute you see it so clear. You feel like it's within arm's reach. Then the next minute is far and far away. If you want to accomplish your dreams quickly, then you need to have a plan. Not just an old plan, but a solid, well thought out plan. A plan that may require you to learn new things and new skills. In your comfort zone, you wouldn't have the opportunity to learn and try new things. Now, in your comfort zone, you realize you've already mastered everything in your life. Trying new things made you aging. It made you uncomfortable. But outside your comfort zone, you don't have such a limitation outside your comfort zone. You will experience a multitude of opportunities that were previously not available to you. It is up to you to grab and hold on to those opportunities. To build your skills and your knowledge. It will bring closer to your goals. So how do you set the right goals? Is the key. How you set your goals, it will be the right keys to your success. So are you ready to set those goals? Tony Robbins says setting goals is the first step in turning the invisible into visible. Your dreams ain't going to magically appear within comfort zone. Instead, if you want to achieve your dreams, you are going to leave your comfort zone. You are going to traverse that vast wilderness, that vast unknown, full of scary things. You may feel lost at times, and you may feel like quitting at times. You will hear your heart pounding loudly in your ears. You will feel the wetness of your tears or on your cheeks. You will feel your resolved awakening. At this point, the majority of everyone who ever had the courage to leave their comfort zone behind give up. They break down. They surrender to their failure. They subscribe to the obstacles. They turn around to where they came from. They hide again into their comfort zone, never to resurface ever again. But what is the smart thing to do? The unknown abides beyond your comfort zone is extremely tough. If you're not mentally, emotionally, and physically ready, you're not going to get very far before you pick up and head home. So how do you get to a point A? That's your comfort zone, to point B, which is your dreams. Where the smart thing to do would be to prepare for your journey. You can't just wing it, expect it to succeed. It's like going to a month-long holiday without planning ahead. You only buy a ticket to your destination, but you don't know where you are going to be staying. You don't know anything about the place. You don't know the culture, the people. You basically know nothing from the name of the place. Things can go quickly downhill at the moment you arrive. You could get lost. You could get robbed. You could get hurt. You don't want that to happen to you. Just like your vacation, your dreams need serious planning. If you want to succeed, otherwise you won't know which way is up and which way is down. Setting smart goals. Setting smart goals ain't the same like setting your regular goals. Run of the mill goals. You don't just say goals is to become successful. Business someday. Businessman someday. That's just some generical goal. It's what most people will say. Chances are those people ain't any closer to achieving their generic goals. So what do you do to achieve your goals? You start by actually taking time to define your goals. Smart goals don't take 5 seconds to create. Smart goals require you to go deep within yourself to uncover what you really want in life. To begin with, your smart goals should meet the SMART criteria. It means following specific, measurable, achievement, realistic, and time sensitivity. Based on this criteria, you will succeed. You become successful businessman or businessman someday. You need to refine your goals. What kind of questions can you ask yourself to refine your goals? What kind of a business would you like? What kind of business would you like? Do you want to create your business from the scratch? Do you have sufficient capital to fund your business? If the answer is no, how do you plan to acquire capital? What's your timeline for your goal? 3 years, 10 years? As you can see, defining SMART. It's not going to be easy, like a random generic goal. You will need to write your thoughts. Weigh your options. What are the pros and cons of every option you are considering? As your SMART goal will make you flex your brain cells. But ultimately, in the right and only thing to do, the SMART goal, you are eliminating much of the guesswork. You won't be second guessing yourself all the time, which only slows you down. You already know what you want in life. All you have to do is to measure everything, define everything. Make sure you don't ever forget your SMART goal. You can start by writing down in your journal. You can print several copies of your goals and then tape it or hang it somewhere. You will see it frequently. A SMART goal will help you reach your goals more efficiently and more effectively. So what do you decide to do? Can start. So what do you do? Take 5 minutes. Define your goals. Define them so you can reach your goals. And yes, you still need to navigate the murky and scary, the unknown that lies beyond your comfort zone. But at that time, you'll be better and you'll be equipped. Planning your course of action. Your life will be. A. Montapet says your life will be no better than the plans you make and the action you take. You are the architect and builder of your own life, fortune, destiny. So when somebody says you are an architect in your own life, it means you design your own life. You build your own life. You get a mentor to mentor you. A SMART goal is accompanied by a SMART action plan, an action plan that does not stop at 2 sentences or single paragraph. You have to create it. Instead, you need an action plan that will outline all the major steps you need to take so you can get to your goals, your destination, your point B. If you don't want to get lost on your journey, you need a solid plan. It's going to be your roadmap to success. You need a sense of direction. Imagine for a moment, you are going away on a road trip to a destination far away. Far away, say 1,000 miles away. You are holding a map in your hands. You circle your current location. You draw a second circle for your destination. Then you connect the 2 circles. But you don't just draw a straight line. What do you do instead? You look at the closest distance between the 2. because there is probably more than one to get to your destination. You choose a good route, the one that goes through highways instead of back roads. You put a star next to each major city of town you are going to be passing through. You'll probably spend the night there. Planning 1,000 miles road trip is the same planning your path to success. You can't just say you know the general direction of your destination. You need to plan ahead if you want to reach your destination faster. You need to plan ahead if you want to reach your goals. If you don't plan the details, you'll be wasting days on the road. It's all about the details. Whatever you do in life, it's all about the details. All about the details. Success is a lot of work, isn't it? First, you have to define your goals. That means your SMART criteria. Then you have to create a detailed action plan that will show you exactly how you can get from point A to point B, 1,000 miles away. Most people won't have the patience to do all these steps. They'll think they're doing all this planning is silly and is a waste of their time. They will think they already know where they're going. That's all I need to know. So they will skip the planning part, jump into their cars, and go on their 1,000-mile road trip. Funny thing is, several miles later, you'll see them by the side of the road. Their cars have broken down. They didn't check if the cars could actually survive the long journey, or they have enough fuel. You, on the other hand, will be happily driving along until you get to your destination. Your thorough planning has paid off. Now your dreams and your goals need to be planned out the same way. You can start by breaking down your main goal into smaller chunks. If you are giving yourself 10 years, if you've given yourself 10 years to achieve your goals, then you need to break down into 1-year goals, 2-year goals, and so on. By the end of the first year, you should have accomplished milestone 1. By the end of the second year, you should have achieved milestone 2, so on and so forth. While unusual goals also great, they all still a little too big to be easily accomplished. So you need to break your goals down into weekly or monthly goals, keeping in mind what you need to achieve by the end of the year. It's much easier to kick off daily, weekly to-do list than a yearly list to do. When you are crossing items off your list, you feel a rush of satisfaction. You feel productive. You feel proud of yourself. If you don't break your goals into smaller, easy to achieve many goals, you may lose motivation. You may feel like you're not taking enough action. Your fears and insecurity will start creeping in again. You could potentially undo all the hard work you've put in so far. So how do we face our fears? Robert Kiyosaki, face your fears and doubt. Your world will open to you. When you face your fears, your world will be open to you, because you know that where you are going, you are facing the unknown. No one knows the path, the outcome of the path where they are going. So if you accept that you are facing the unknown, you will understand that we all got fears, just like we've all got out of our comfort zone and our path, on our path to success. Your Fears are going to appear out of the woodwork. One by one, they will distract you from your goals. They will do their best to scare you, so you'll go running back to your comfort zone with your tail tucked between your legs. But you know what? Fears are only scary because you make them scary. Think about it this way. Why is it that nobody else is afraid of your fears? Why are you the only one who is afraid of your fears? The answer is they are yours. Your fears only exist within you. You are consciously and subconsciously scaring yourself. You are letting your imagination run circle around you. If you want to reach your goals, you are going to have to face your fears head on. There are quite a few ways to overcome your fears. So how do you understand your fear? Human babies are supposedly only born with two fears: the fear of falling and the fear of loud noise. This is why newborns cry when they are exposed to loud noises and when they are set down too fast. All the other things we are afraid of acquire, so there has got to be a reason for your fears. Try to look beyond your fears. Trace its beginning. Where did you start feeling afraid and why? Did something terrible happen that it left such a negative mark on your life, on you? How? Now you can't think about it without cowering in fear. When you realize your fear, you will see it will be much easier to deal with it. When you look at your fears logically, you will usually find an antidote to it. To make it easier for you to find antidote for it, you can write it down, your fears, on a piece of paper. And then besides each fear, write down what antidote is, or how you propose you are going to overcome that particular fear. It's a very simple technique, but it works. Try it, just maybe you can surprise what you discover. So how do you keep yourself occupied? When you are busy, you don't dwell on your fears. When your mind is somewhere else, you are not going to be thinking about your insecurities and your fears. You've got something more important to do. The best way to keep yourself occupied is to actually go and do whatever frightens you. Take 30 steps. The simple act of doing something to acquire your fears may be enough to keep your fear at bay. With every step you take, your courage will grow. Your courage will be inversely proportional to your fears. The more courage you have, the more your fears will disappear. When your courage is at 100%, your fears will be totally wiped away. So you need to stop scaring yourself. Fear begets fear. When you tell yourself you're scared, then of course you're going to be scared. But you also tell yourself you ain't scared, and you say it with conviction, then trust me, you are not going to be scared. instead of dwelling on your negative narrative. Focus on the positive. If you've been rejected at a job you really, really wanted, it's okay to feel sad at first, but find a way to bounce back immediately. Don't dwell on the negative aspects of getting hired. For instance, you may think that just because you'll be jobless for a little while, you are going to starve, you are going to be homeless, but you are not going to be homeless. When you scare yourself like that, then you are not doing yourself any favor. What you do instead is to look at the positive side. Maybe it means we meant for something greater. The job would have held you back and you wouldn't have contributed to your growth. So you need to look for better options. So what are your better options? Put things into perspective. Like that, we let you see that sometimes our fears can be irrational, emotions, irrationally. And when we think irrationally, you let your emotions and your negativity cloud your judgment. And it gets better of you. So that's really by shining the light on your fears, you'll be able to see for what it really is. Perhaps there'll be an opportunity lying in wait, just waiting for you to recognize and take advantage of it. At this point, you should recognize that being afraid to live in your comfort zone is irrational. What lies beyond it may be greater. It may be the great unknown. It's not always the monster lurking there. It's all about wealth of opportunities that lie just beyond your wall. Opportunities that will never present itself within the confines of your comfort zone. Replacing negativity with the positivity. Zig Ziglar say positive thinking will let you do everything better than negative thinking will. If you go into your head, you are better off in your comfort zone, then you are never going to accomplish your goals in your life. Your dreams lie way outside your comfort zone. If you let your negativity get in the way, then guess where you are going to be for as long as you live. That's right. You'll be stuck in the comfort zone. You'll be feeling sorry for yourself. And you will resent everyone who has ever dared to do things you know you'll never do. You are going to get trapped in a vicious circle of negativity, and you know what you are going to, that's going to get you. It's going to get you nothing. So before the negativity consumes you, there are some important pointers you need to follow so you can see the light in the end of your comfort zone. Focus on what really matters in your life. If you have a goal in mind, and you've created a solid plan so you can achieve that goal. But then it's so easy to lose the sight of your goal when you are faced with so many obstacles and your comfort zone looks very inviting. Before you totally close the door of your dreams, you need to remind yourself what really matters to you. Why did you choose that particular goal? There are no limits of what you can do. If you have created a journal, then you can simply look up the entries on your journal from where you started. You might have written down your hopes and dreams, and more importantly, your why. There must be a why in that journal. Your why is what you need to focus on. It's the reason you are doing what you are doing. It's why you are taking a huge risk and facing all the difficulties, challenges heading on. Don't let all these obstacles stop you doing what you want to do. Remember your why. And you'll remember all the hopeful, positive thoughts you've had at the beginning of your journey. It will motivate you, give you a good kick in your pants. There is no limit at what you can do. Negative thinkers are severely limited by their negativity. They'll all find it hard to do something good or anything noteworthy at all because their negativity is going to pull them down. Even if they had the skills and the talent to go after their dreams, they're not going to use it to their advantage. The defeatist attitude is going to pull them the plug on their dreams. You, on the other hand, it will be a different story. You know that outside your comfort zone, you won't have those restrictive walls. You know that by leaving your comfort zone, you can easily uncover your true potential. When you think positively, you will be able to see all the opportunities hiding in a plain sight. Look forward to your failure. If you believe that you are failing, look forward to it. Your failure will literally show you what you need to do so you can succeed. This is what a positive person would say. However, negative thinkers will throw shade at you if you give them that advice. They will say you're never ever going to succeed. But you, on the other hand, you are excited about your future, even if you are faced with failure. You are excited about it. There will be naysayers around you. They will predict doom and gloom for everyone. You wouldn't want to be that kind of a person of people now, would you? And if you decide to be those kind of people, you won't be looking forward to your future too. You won't be looking forward to the time you finally get to achieve what you've been waiting for all the time. When you look positively, you will still be aware of the dark clouds of the horizon. Even if life does not make sense, you are not going to be delusional that everything is going to be all right, colorfully and perfect when you know In real life, it happens. If you want to follow your dreams, you are following the unknown. So you have to be prepared for the failure. You have to be prepared for the success. But if you are faced with the failure, you have to look forward to the future. However, instead of honing on the negative stuff, you focus on the positive and you look forward to your future. How do you work on your self-discipline? Because you need to be disciplined. Margaret Thatcher said, discipline yourself to do what you know is right and important, although difficult is the high road, self-esteem and personal satisfaction. But what's the road to success? The road to success is full of temptation and distractions. Without self-discipline, you will easily go off the target. Instead of taking action of your goals, you will be off somewhere, gallivanting. But if you keep that behavior of self-discipline, if you keep going, if you keep the behavior of negativity, you're never going to get to where you want to go. Success takes commitment. You have to stay committed. You need self-discipline if you want to succeed in life. You need self-discipline. But how do you learn to say no? In many cases, saying no isn't really hard. It's just two-letter word. After all, however, the reality saying no is easier said and done. This is why having boundaries is very, very important. It's the line that you are not supposed to cross. You want to focus on your goals. The boundaries you set will help you classify things as point one, useful and helpful, and two, and complete waste of time. If someone or something tempts you to cross that line, and you know it's going to do you more harm than good, then you need to say no. The first time you say no to something, you may feel uncomfortable. But over time, the more you say no to temptation, the stronger you solve, the stronger your resolve becomes. And the easier it gets for you to reject distractions. It's easier. You can't keep on saying yes just to make a friend happy. If they don't know why you've set such boundaries or limit for yourself, then let them about your goals. Then tell them about your goals. Tell them how giving it to their request is going to be bad, counterproductive for you. Real friends will understand. Real friends will wholeheartedly support you. Why good habits are important. Your habits help define who you are. If you've got a lot of habits, people will most probably have negative perception of you, who you are. It's not what you want. So what can you do instead? You can replace your bad habit with the good ones. Let the thing to let it go of bad habit. Is it easy? It's not easy to let bad habit go. They are so deeply ingrained within. We literally do them automatically without putting much thought into what we are doing. But how do you know which habits are good or bad? How do you know? Anything that does not do anything, that does not help you to achieve your goals. It's a distraction. Some bad habit like smoking and drinking can even just be distracting. When you've definitely had bad habit, you need to make a conscious decision to stop doing those bad habits. But what can you do? You can use them as a hook. The moment you catch yourself doing your bad habit, you stop, take a deep breath, do something positive instead. It's how you build your positive habits, by replacing your old habits with your new positive habit. It's important to mention here that habit you can't get rid of them overnight. It takes anywhere from few weeks to few months for a new habit to stick. As you focus on building new habits, you will realize you've been developing yourself self-discipline as well. You need accountability. There are two kinds of accountability to others and accountability to yourself. Being accountability to others is actually easier, especially if you choose to be accountable to someone who sincerely wants you to succeed. They won't miss words if they find out you've not been taking action on your goals. They won't hesitate to tell you off if you've been spending too much time playing instead of working. Being accountable to yourself is much harder. To pull it off successfully, you need loads of self-discipline, self-control. It's easy to lie to yourself. It's easy to deny responsibilities. However, if you live your life with integrity, then self-accountability will be an easy job for you. Journals are good for self-accountability, especially if you're an old-fashioned person. However, if you like the convenience of modern technology, there are plenty of computer software and apps that can help you to improve your self-discipline and help you reach your goals faster. Practice both self-accountability and accountability to others. Mastering self-discipline is hard work, but you'll be able to accomplish so much when you've got it down. Saying no and building new habits ain't easy, but both are also achievement that is an achievement that needs to be rewarded. Having a reward system in place is important. It keeps you motivated. It gives you these tasks by tomorrow, so I can go treat myself. It makes you think, I need to finish this task by tomorrow so I can go and treat myself to a massage. While rewards are helpful, you need to make sure you end rewarding yourself with something that will be detrimental to your success. For instance, if you're going to try to lose weight and you wouldn't exactly want to reward yourself with all your cake, buffet, right? If you do that, that means your potential and do all the hard work you've done, all because you choose the wrong kind of food of reward. The right reward will enforce your goals and your dreams in life. So think carefully and make sure you don't accidentally cause yourself to take a step back instead of inching closer to your goals. So I'm gonna stop here for today. If you want to achieve your goals, you're gonna have to be self-disciplined. You're gonna have to know what you want in life. If you would like to get in touch at Nkosi Talk Show, please go to our page and get in touch with us. If you want to get in touch with any of our speakers, you can either go to our website or just send us a message on social media. And we are here Monday to Friday, UK time at 1 p.m. Live with grace, everyone, and God bless you.